The Garbage Bag Full of Popcorn Podcast. The Garbage Bag Full of Popcorn Podcast.
Have you guys seen Zac Efron's fucking face?
Yes, his
Oh,
face.
he's like
his
bulking
whole-
up. He's like, isn't he
Dude,
bulking up for
his whole
something?
physique.
He looks
It's a-
insane.
It's an
for his
A24 wrestling movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's about the Von Erichs.
But
There
he
are-
allegedly like broke his jaw or something, so he has this like
Oh.
straight up metal face now.
It's like that.
Oh.
It's like that meme of that guy with the slick back hair with like the jawline that's like.
How
Yeah,
did he,
he looks
like-
crazy.
how did he break his jaw?
I don't know. Horseback riding,
It
whatever
seems like
rich
you-
people do.
I don't
Oh,
think you
he's-
just break your
he's
jaw
going with the
walking down
Chris-
the street. I think it's
He's going with the
you
Christopher
gotta-
Reeves program.
Somebody hammered him. He
Yeah,
went into a
I'm saying,
bar,
I don't
claimed to
think you break
fame.
I don't think
I
you break
hammered
your
Zac
jaw,
Efron, blindsided him.
It's an amazing story.
Oh, so was there any backstory? Do you know him? No. He walked into a bar that I was at, and I figured I'd never have this opportunity again, and so I hammered him.
Buddy, I've been waiting for quite some time to get this off my chest. Oh, how you doing, man? You looking for an autograph? Not quite.
Not quite.
Fucking
I'm looking
pot
to hammer.
shot him. Pot
I'm
shot
looking to
Zac
give you a
Efron.
151 neat.
Look, buddy, I've had this on my to-do list for quite some time.
Ever since High School Musical, I've been
Yeah.
dreaming.
I've owed you this one.
That's another guy that Matthew Perry's trying to piggyback relevancy on.
Who?
Yeah, what is the fucking deal? Like, and I nailed it, right? He has a book out, and he's just saying crazy stuff, trying to get press.
Yeah, he did that movie with Zac Efron, right? Where
17 again.
something- Yeah,
My movie.
and
Oh,
he's like,
no.
"Yo, we should do a sequel. We should do a sequel to that." And Efron's going, "No, who are you? I'm not your friend."
Yeah, dude. Matthew Perry's about to start a GoFundMe for fucking
Hey,
17
have-
again, too.
We haven't spoken in 20 years, but I figured I'd dedicate a chapter of my book to you. Who are you? We have the same agent.
What's
We
the
do?
Says,
I need
he
to
says
fire
we
him
were in a movie
immediately.
together. I don't
We
know.
have the same agent. He's gone.
What is
Me
the
and
book
you.
titled?
The washed up loser right in the book.
The book is titled
He's
A
gone.
Grab for Relevancy.
Last dying gasp of the
One
Hollywood
last-
apple.
yeah, one last grab.
One last grab. The friend's money is running out. That's what the book is
Yeah,
titled.
that's the subtitle. One last grab, colon. The friend's money is running out. Matthew Perry.
Here's a
You
crazy
guys know how
pot
much
shot at Keanu
Vicodin
Reeves.
costs now?
Did you? I know the answer to this, but it's relevant to this conversation. Did any of you try to watch that like Friends reunion on HBO Max?
No.
And they claimed that Matthew Perry had like dental surgery or something. That's why he was talking like he's like super fucked up. And they're like, yeah, he just had dental surgery, so he couldn't open his mouth. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure.
What?
He probably had a
It's crazy.
broken jaw like Zac Efron.
It's crazy. You can tell the producers were like, shit, try
They got
to
him out on
on
a.
this.
They got him out on a dolly like Hannibal Lecter.
They're like,
With the
no,
fucking
it's
cover.
actually quite sad. I've seen people kind of go down an old guy alcoholo path, and like their like weird comments and stuff are just bizarre. And it reminded me a lot of that, where you're like, what the fuck? Like old grandpa's here to make everybody feel uncomfortable.
Super uncomfortable. Yeah, drag Chandler out here. Let's fucking make everybody super uncomfortable real quick.
Whoa, Chandler's here, and he is saying some crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
He's binging and bonging all over the place.
Even Phoebe's doing better than him. Can't believe this shit.
Yeah, it's I saw the picture of Zac Efron from the movie and was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's a movie about the Von Erichs. They're a wrestling family from the 70s, 80s. But yeah, Zac Efron looks out of control, and he's definitely stepping on the gas. He's on a hard steroid cycle, looking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's stepping on the gas. Big time.
That's where it's going, huh?
Oh, dude.
Well, that's like the worst kept secret in Hollywood for any of those Marvel movies and stuff.
Yeah,
The
they're all
worst kept secret.
Yeah.
The Chris Helmsworth diet. Yeah, the Chris Helmsworth
where it's like,
program.
oh
Shoot
shit,
up in your fucking ass. Yeah.
Well, and what's hilarious is like Chris Pratt clearly goes back and forth from shooting up and not shooting up. And
guy gets pudge.
So then so he'll be in like he'll be doing press for an Avengers movie, but it's been like a year since they shot, and he's like 400 pounds now.
He's got to get back to his lovable Guardians of the Galaxy physique.
Crazy, but yeah, that's you can tell Efron is on a whole nother level with that. Look, dude, you can pretend that you're getting all that from a gym and the correct diet, but when you're just growing wide like that, that's not.
Here's my article in Men's Health about how I got into shape like this. Well, let's see. I started in the morning with a heavy dosage of Tren, and then in my afternoon routine, I had Clen. Yeah, and then we cycle it throughout, shoot it all in my ass, and here I am.
And the doctor's name is Jim.
We shoot it all in my ass.
Yeah, we mix all that together in a blender and shoot it in my ass.
The picture in the magazine is like
the syringe is in the blender, like.
Men's Health is the front of the magazine. Says Zack Efron shows needle marks on his ass. Page 46.
A very troubling article.
A lot of CGI goes into removing that on camera. Let's take a look.
Or they're just like vague about it. How I got big, learn here, page 52. And then you get there and it's just him doing steroids. The whole thing is about him doing steroids.
You didn't even mention a gym.
There wasn't one workout listed.
I did it at the gym.
Yeah, I was shooting up in the locker room. What do you want me to say? That's where they sell the stuff.
You see a guy just show up at the gym and he just sits on like a bench.
No, exactly. He's in a
all right.
Thanks for coming. All right, I'll see you guys next week.
No machinery ever gets used at the gym. It's just people sitting around shooting up steroids.
All right, that was a good workout today.
That's a good workout. Cool. Ooh, watch my arm right there. It's sensitive, tender.
From lifting weights.
What? Dude, I saw that the SNL writers were boycotting Dave Chappelle's hosting gig because he's gonna host. Exactly. It's like, dude, can he host every week so the show doesn't have to air?
Are they boycotting? Are they boycotting him because he's funny? This man is too funny to host this show. So at the point we're at with this he's way out of our league.
He's not even that funny anymore. Like, he's past his prime. He's just,
of course,
smokes cigs and talks about celebrities like us.
The prime of anybody on SNL right now, though. What's the prime of any current cast member of SNL? I
mean, show me the funniest sketch of SNL the last 25 years, and I'll show you
Papyrus.
Nothing.
Papyrus. I'll show you Papyrus. Exactly.
No, I think I showed you guys some clips, like, and reading David Spade's book, you learn like, oh, Weekend Update is a great way for them to like to get your shit on if you're a new cast member, or kind of just like introduce you because you write some stupid bullshit. And they're doing that like every week. They're introducing new cast members, and it is painfully unfunny, like painfully. Where you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And like, consider me an old timer at this point, but like all these people are younger than us, which is hilarious.
Of course.
And they're really, really unfunny, and they're doing just like really hacky topical shit.
It's all topical current events.
I just don't know. I don't know anybody who like keeps up with it. Who's like, I don't know. I don't know anybody who's like, I don't know. I don't know that many people.
Yeah, who watches SNL? That's what I'm saying.
Like, literally
watches that.
Well, didn't Kevin Nealon say that, Kyle? Where he's like, you know, when we were on, it was like, you know, it's 8 cast members. Now there's 40, 50 cast members on the show.
Yeah. The stage is full when they're waving them goodbye on the credits.
Yeah, they need the wide screen because they have so many cast members, each one less funny than the last.
It's just
I can't even tell you. Yeah, I don't even know who's on it at all.
Quite a think tank of morons. but he's hosted. Like, why? What? Like, I am all for them canceling the show.
Is it the trans thing? Is it the, you know, like, I didn't even read the article because I was so like, I don't care about either one of these guys, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But, like,
well, I think it's like a circular reference though, because like people like freaked out because he said regular shit that got labeled transphobic or something, who knows, right? And then instead of just being like, okay, like that was weird that people reacted that way, he like tripled down. And so every bit he has now is like
rubbing
almost
it in.
hacky, right? Yeah, because you're like rubbing it in where it's like, okay, but like that's not funny. You're right. Now you're just like beating a dead horse just to do it.
Exactly.
And it's like that's not funny either.
Yeah, I think he said that when he got tackled on stage too. That guy that tackled him on stage. He was like, he said something about that was in relation to it. I don't even know if that's the reason.
That was really informative.
If that was the
he said something.
Yeah, in relation, he's like, oh, he must be a trans fan or something like that. I don't know, whatever he said. Something in relation to it. Don't quote me on that one.
Try to get tackled on stage. That was like that was a little news blip there for a second. It was like, is stand-up comedy gone forever? Because it was like right after the Will Smith slap, and then that. It was like, people are getting slapped.
Long before that,
it's not gone because of the content. It's gone because people aren't funny.
Yeah, there's too much content and none of it's funny.
I like because it just wastes my time and I'll find myself on it and I hate it anyway because it just memes and shit. But I'll like keep Instagram off my phone for long stretches of time and then I'll like re-download it. So I have it on there right now. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but since I last had it and since I have it now, which is probably like, I don't know, 3 months, it has become, and maybe it's just my algorithm, which maybe tells you something. It is
all
Instagram.
Titties.
Yes, Instagram is just being used as a funnel to people's OnlyFans. Right? Is anybody else seeing that?
I mean, yes, for certain people, celebrities, or just
just
a lot of chicks
chicks
are doing this. Regular chicks.
Like where it's just idiot, right? Where it's like, I'm seeing this thing because I guess Instagram really wants to promote Reels because they want to compete with TikTok and they don't want to get smashed by TikTok. So they're trying to really promote that. So like anything, basically, if you go to the Explore page, it's all videos. And you're like, I don't want to see people's pictures, let alone video. And it'll just be like some middling attractive girl who looks like she's 19, like going, just doing this in the frame.
No,
and then it's like
dude,
POV.
You're 100% right. No, you're
POV,
100% right.
Your man that, you know, you are into dating older men. And there's nothing going on. It just says POV, dating older men or whatever. And then that you click on it and that person has like 100,000 followers and they're just some person. And then they have an OnlyFans. And then you go through it and then you subscribe. And then you subscribe.
And then you do exactly what
you put in your credit card information.
And then you start sending her emails. And she doesn't respond to the emails. So you start sending her pictures. And then those pictures get flagged. And
the next thing you know, the restraining order is
you're arrested.
But yeah, you're exactly right. Like, no, the other day, Ryan, you're right. The other day, like it was within the last couple of weeks, I went on search and it's like, I'm like, well, okay, that's a little blatant, you know. It's like a chick with like the strap on the shoulder, like, oh, like kind of fishing you. Trying to get you in there.
And they're trying to hook
but
you.
There's all these
I'm
weird,
like, listen, if this is not like, if I'm looking for this, I'm not going to Instagram, you know.
Apparently,
like,
that's what they're trying to get you
man.
on. They're trying to be like,
Yeah.
look, if we can't compete with TikTok, we're gonna
I don't
be
think
the
it's TikTok they're
funnel.
competing with.
It's
Sounds like they're
right.
competing.
We're gonna be the
Yeah,
funnel to your
there's-
favorite porn sites.
Yeah, it sounds like they're competing with the conglomerates there.
Well, I mean, you go from Instagram
That's
to
ballsy.
TikTok.
That's pretty ballsy. They're taking on the porn industry. That's pretty ballsy.
That's the next natural step, isn't it? From TikTok to Pornhub.
But it's like this willful ignorance, though, because you can tell that they're trying to get around the algorithms that like blacklist like bad words or phrases or whatever, or content that's not appropriate, which is all of it. So you'll see like emojis being used for like hole or like blowjob, and you're like, oh, that's gross. Like, what are you doing? You know, and maybe it's because I have kids now, but it's just kind of like, what is this? This is really like slimy and weird.
Very lowbrow. Very lowbrow.
But it made me harken back to, remember MySpace when it would be like, oh yeah, this person loaded bikini pics. They went on vacay. It'd be like, oh yeah, so and so went to Hawaii. We're in business, boys. Like, let's see what we're packing. You know, like, and that was like the treat. Now that's like table stakes, right? Like, and that's what makes me fearful of having a daughter, is like table stakes for a girl's Instagram is just like all these graphic bikini pictures, and you're just like, dude, this is very aggressive.
This is a lot.
Yes.
And to follow every single one of them, I'm all day.
Yeah, you know, this is a lot of work.
How can I get on board?
Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I think I realize that the original Mortal Kombat movie really opened up a gateway of god-awful
drugs,
video game movies that are still being made to this day.
Doesn't that have the girl from Billy Madison?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
She's
I forget her,
right?
but yeah, I forget her real name. But I love that movie, and it was
Bridget something.
Bridget
Wilson.
Veronica Vaughn.
Bridget Nielsen. Bridget Nielsen married Flavor Flav and was 1,000 years old.
Yeah,
and 6'5".
What a range of husbands! Sylvester Stallone, Flavor Flav.
Something tells me this
she
lady
has a type.
May have been. She has a type.
You got a type.
She may have been chasing some fame there. I'm not one to tell Hollywood tales out of school here.
And then she dated Jackie Chan next.
Yeah. And then just a corpse. She dated Fred Astaire in 2020.
Hey, I had to make some changes. I like to change things up.
I had to turn back time.
Just how that was maybe the only video game movie that was good, and that the rest of them have been terrible.
Did you guys ever watch the new one? The new Mortal Kombat movie that was supposed to be more like serious?
No.
I put it on for exactly 5 minutes.
Well, the first scene goes on for 30, so I'm shocked you made it that long.
No, I didn't even. I didn't put that on. Why would I watch that?
It's clearly like very low budget. It was kind of like that Power Rangers movie where they didn't want to put them in the Power Ranger suit because that would cost a lot of money and CGI. So they're like, let's just do that in the last 30 seconds of the movie. We'll call it the Power Rangers and we'll move on. That's basically what they did with Mortal Kombat, where it was like, it wasn't really anything. Like, they were just like, you're Scorpion. Well, what makes him Scorpion? Well, he's wearing a yellow coat. So
look, you've played the game.
Got it. Right? Just, yellow?
Yeah, yellow. You know the game. You've seen it.
This guy's named Sub-Zero. He's wearing blue. You're not going to see him do anything, but he's going to be wearing blue. You're going to get it. You're going to watch it, and we're going to make a sequel.
And you're going to go, hey, that's the guy from the game.
You're going to go, I know that guy.
I know that guy. I was mildly interested in it until I found out that the main character was a guy that they just made up and was never in the game.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That was the first 10 minutes of the movie.
That was
Googling, is this a person?
How does this get through
No.
anything? How did what are the funnels, or do just people just show up and they go, you come here, get over here? But we're not going to say that
actually. We were
You're a
not able
guy
to
now.
get any of the licenses to the video games, so
can't say
you're
that,
actually going to have to say, "Over here, please."
Your name's actually not going to be Scorpion. It's going to be Armadillo.
You're Armadillo Man. Now
Yeah.
remember, as Armadillo Man.
And then you're going to be fighting against Freeze Guy.
We're going to New York on Saturday, and my aunt and cousin Madeline were, and I guess it got rescheduled to like 2025 or something, to see a taping of some new John Edward called the Long Island Medium.
Oh no!
Oh, I've heard of this guy. No, I've heard of that guy. He was on TV.
Yeah, John Edwards.
He was on the TV?
No, not John Edwards. Not
Let me take a
the
look at this
Long
guy.
Island Medium. He's a different guy.
Oh, I thought you were saying John Edwards' show is called
he's
Long
saying-
Island Medium.
No.
No, he's saying he's the new John Edwards.
He's back, and he's Long Islander than ever.
He's a longer island than before.
It's also a woman, so
Yes, it's Jane Edwards.
Joanne Edwards,
Yeah.
his daughter.
Tyler going, I've seen this guy. Well, no, you haven't.
I just mean I've heard of the Long Island Medium. I haven't seen the guy.
Hey, come on,
or
guys.
a girl.
Hey, the gender thing is very sensitive. All right, guys. That's the stick.
Who knows?
They told me that Judge Judy makes $30 million an episode. I've never even heard of the guy.
So she's going to a taping of it
Yeah.
in 4 years.
No, well, it was supposed to be Saturday, and then Viv was like,
Wait,
"Oh,
and then
it got
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 moved to
canceled
4 years.
to like March." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, this lady doesn't have the
that's not
time
bad.
between
Yeah,
now
but
and
it's
March."
2030.
Yeah.
Look, there's a long waiting list to talk to your dead
Yeah,
relative.
we're gonna have to move this. It's supposed to be next weekend, but it's
I
actually
need
gonna be
many hours so that I can do research on all of you, of course. So that I can
Look.
pretend that I know something about you.
I spoke with your dead grandma. She said she's fine to push it off for 6 months.
Now, let me guess. Are you worried about people in the bushes looking at you?
Well, I am now.
Yes, I have been.
No, I'm sensing some sort of a conflict. Is there any conflict in your life? No, not really. Okay, it must not be you. Any conflict? I guess I just got married. Oh yes, I'm picking up a vibe. Your grandfather? Yes, father. He says
Aja.
that he doesn't like your new husband. Really? Because they loved each other. Well,
Look, you and I are going to have a conflict if you don't agree that I'm sensing a conflict here.
just say
Conflict's
wow.
gonna be between us,
Just
yeah.
say wow, you're the real deal, and I'll move on.
Yeah. So that I can hit the punchline and we can end the show.
Your line is wow, you are the real deal, and then I move on. We cut, we take a break, move on to somebody else in the audience.
I emailed
Cut,
you the
roll,
script
edit.
weeks in advance, so you knew to do this.
I get all the glory. We probably won't even show your episode on TV.
We blur your face even though you signed a disclosure.
And at that point, we don't have to read lips, so we can just ad lib and just dub in our own vocal.
And we don't have to pay
over
anything.
Yeah, we don't have to
just
pay anything.
say, wow, it's like you've known me your whole life.
Yes, my father.
Yes.
They
Right.
don't even use like an actual person on the mic. They use like the text to voice.
Yeah.
Siri voice.
There's like an echo. Like it's filmed.
It's
in
like the
bathroom.
internet connection kind of, yeah.
Totally,
very
the audio
robotic.
doesn't match at all.
Auto tune. Yeah, we had T-Pain on the show.
What is this? It's the Long Island Medium, baby. Renewed for another 3 seasons.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
We got big plans.
We got big plans. It's actually just a lot more of this.
Buckle up.
Hey, don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Am I right?
I just like so. These shows that come out, right? Like Long Island Medium, like the Tyler Henry Hollywood Medium guy. Like how?
What?
Like the guy from Eric Andre,
Mm-hmm.
What?
the Macaulay Culkin lookalike.
Yeah,
Like, I think he
yeah,
has a
yeah,
show,
yeah.
right? Like,
No,
I
yeah,
guess,
yeah.
like, my question is, how does John Edward get canceled, right? Or just people stop watching that show? But then these shows exist as well. Like, wasn't it like, that's ridiculous? This is embarrassing. Like, how are we back to multiple Medium shows?
If it's a show, people will watch it.
Yeah.